right. So we hope you enjoyed this very merry
Disney cruise.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
It was
But
awesome.
we want to show you one more thing. Right?
Yeah,
we almost forgot.
Sure. Go show 'em.
All right, we almost forgot. All right, so the pictures that they take of you throughout the cruise, you can come here.
Actually, over here.
And tap your thing and view them.
I don't think you can on this one, but nope.
No?
Mine never did work on this. There they are.
There's our pictures. Hi. And then it tells you where to look for your picture, right? Where does it tell you?
We already bought them, by the way.
Yeah.
We're not.
All right, so what you do is you tap your...
See it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Try one more time, see?
Donald 79. It's on that side, isn't it?
No, it's down there.
All right, so then you find your folder. Look, happy cast member. All right, we gotta find Donald. There's Minnie. Donald. And then 79. I don't want to show them the pictures. I'm just going to show them. There you go.
You guys died.
Thank you.
No, Mama did not die.
All right, so then you just find your
died.
folder and your pictures are in there, and then you go over here. Thank you. Over there. And you can purchase whatever pictures. We only got one this time, but we bought one. And they also have all kinds of camera equipment if you need cameras. Binoculars. They got cameras. So if you guys forgot your camera, don't worry, because they have cameras here that you can buy on board. All right, should we say goodbye?
We should say goodbye.
And until next time,
We might see you
at the fort.
or on the dream.
What?
See you later, my man. See you later. See you real soon. See you soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone. Safe journey home. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the Debarkation presentation. I'm Clayton, your cruise director, and over the next few minutes going to give you some information to help you make your transition from ship to shore as seamless as we possibly can. But before we jump into all of that, on behalf of everyone here at Disney Cruise Line and on board the beautiful Disney Dream, we just want to say thank you so much for choosing us as your family's vacation destination. We hope you had the magical cruise of a lifetime. We hope that you've had a wonderful time making wonderful memories with all your friends and families here on board. That's what vacation is all about. Disconnecting from the outside and reconnecting as a family here on board. And we hope you have wonderful memories that you can take home and share for many, many years to come. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to be covering a lot of information that you guys are going to need that's going to be regarding your debarkation process. We're going to be talking about breakfast. We're going to be talking about luggage handling, just to name a few of those topics. So please stick with me every step along the way. But before we jump into all that, that information that you need to go home, you're still here on board. You are still on vacation. So make sure you come on out and enjoy all of the wonderful entertainment. Come on out and enjoy the crew members. They are still here making sure that you have a fabulous time with them and with all of your friends and families here on board. Make sure you come on out to enjoy all the great restaurants, all the lounges around the ship. And don't forget, we still have world-class entertainment coming your way here on board. And while I'm talking about that entertainment, I hope you've enjoyed all the exclusive Disney Cruise Line entertainment that we've offered you all around the ship. From the live entertainment here on board, all of our musicians performing for you all around the ship. We've got duos, trios, we've got violinists all performing for you all cruise long. Our variety acts here on board, and also our character friends that you met all around the ship, and hopefully easily accessible for you and your family to enjoy. And who can forget our sensational, world-class, Broadway-style production shows in the Walt Disney Theater. Make some noise if you enjoy Disney's Believe, a fantastic show. And then, of course, our brand new, spectacular Beauty and the Beast. Many of you are still talking to me about how much fun and how much you enjoyed that wonderful show. And thank you so much for all of those fabulous accolades from each and every last one of you. I've passed them on to the cast. I've passed them on to the technicians. They make those shows come to life. So again, hope you enjoyed all of our shows. Now, some of the collateral you're going to receive in your room that's going to go along with this talk, you're going to receive your welcome home letter, so you want to make sure you read through that, and I'll talk about that in just a second. You're also going to receive in your luggage tags, and there's 2 forms of luggage tags, and I'll get into that in just a moment. And you're going to receive a guest comment card, and that is very, very important for us here, and we'll get into that in just a few moments as well. But I want to start off by talking about what docking is going to look like on that final morning of the cruise. Now, it's a very early morning for all of us here on board, not just all of you, but all of our crew as well. And we want to thank you in advance for your patience and cooperation every step along the way. A lot of what happens on that final morning is stipulated to us by our U.S. Customs and Immigration officials out there. So again, thank you so much for your kind patience every step. Now, we have to wait for the port authorities to grant us clearance on that morning, and once we have that clearance, we're going to start debarking our guests as early as 7 o'clock in the morning, and our goal is to have everyone off the ship between 9 and 9:30. So thank you so much, and we'll talk about all the things that you're going to need to do to make that transition from ship to shore very seamless, all right? We're also going to have something for our express walk-off guests, and those are the guests who are really going to be leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning, or anyone that wants to just head on home and get started on your journey. You can start leaving the ship at 7 a.m., so I'll get into that in just a second. So let's talk about breakfast. Now, breakfast is that most important meal of the day, so make sure you guys don't forget that one. Where you're having dinner on the last night of the cruise, that is where you will have your breakfast on the final morning of the cruise, all right? Very, very simple. I also know that your dining room team, your servers, everyone in there, they're going to be telling you about all that information, making sure that you have your tickets and things like that. So make sure you check in with your head servers on the final night of the cruise, and they will make sure you get all the information you need to know about where you're going to have breakfast on the final morning. Now, public service announcement, if I may. On debarkation morning, all of the stores on board will be closed. So, on that final night of the cruise, make sure you finalize all your shopping, get all that done there. On that final morning, on debarkation morning, there are 2 exceptions to this rule. 2 stores will be open. Number 1, Cove Cafe. Everyone needs that morning caffeine fix to get started, right? So Cove Cafe will be open from 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning, so make sure you guys see that one. And then also Shutter's Photo Gallery will be open on that final debarkation morning from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Now, quickly, I'd like to discuss your onboard accounts. On the final morning of the cruise, we will reconcile all of your accounts, and a final statement will be delivered to your staterooms by 7 o'clock in the morning. Please read through that statement. Make sure that you agree with everything on there. You probably won't, but hey, you did the spending, okay? So read through that. If there's anything on there that you have any questions about, please stop on down to the guest services desk and we'll be able to help you with any of those questions and answers. You need to know that over 90% of you have signed up for our express checkout service. That means you've placed a credit card on your account, so there's no need for you to visit the guest services desk as your account will be automatically charged to that credit card. Now, if you'd like to change credit cards or if you'd like to maybe pay by cash or money orders or something like that, please feel free to stop by our guest services desk. The guest services desk is open 24 hours. If you want to make any changes, make sure you do your best to do that by 7 a.m. on that final morning, okay? Next thing we want to talk about is, you know, we've had quite a few children on board, and when the children are on board and when they have a great time, that means the adults can have a great time as well. And we have an area on board that's unmatched anywhere in the cruise industry. That is our youth activities area. We have over 75 counselors here on board, making sure that they make sure that all the little ones have the time of their life. I know many of you have walked up to me and said that you couldn't get your little one out of the space. That is a compliment, right? So hope that the children had a fantastic time. I know they did, making some new friends up there in the Oceaneer Club, the Oceaneer Lab, the teen and tween spaces, even the nursery. All the children have had a wonderful time. So I want to give a big round of applause for the youth activities team and the job that they do. Yes, indeed. The team, they are phenomenal. So you guys, some of your children probably have that Mickey band. If you'd like to return that and make sure you receive your credit, please drop that off by 11 p.m. on the final night of the cruise. Or you may choose to keep that Mickey band as a memento of your cruise. Sometimes the kids like to wear it to school and show it off and show all the kids that they just got off a Disney cruise. So, hey, if you want to keep that as a memento, please do so as well. The next thing we want to talk about, folks, is luggage handling and things like this. This is where we get a lot of the most questions, all right? You want to make sure, if you want us to take your luggage off the ship for you, if you want our housekeeping team to take that luggage off for you, you want to make sure you have your luggage outside your cabin on the last night of the cruise between 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Make sure you have all that luggage that you want us to take for you. We will take that on off and leave it in the terminal, okay? First thing you want to do before you leave that luggage outside is remove all the old tags. I like to say, off with the old and on with the new. I know many of you out there, you love to brag about where you've been. You know, your girlfriend, we went to the Bahamas. Girlfriend, we went to Castaway Cay. Girlfriend, we went to St. Thomas. Girlfriend, we don't care. We just want you to get all the old luggage tags off and put all the new tags on there, all right? So get all the old luggage tags off, put all the new luggage tags on. You're going to receive your character color tags for all of you that would like us to take everything off for you. Everybody on board will receive these character colored luggage tags. On the back of your tag, you want to make sure you place your name, your stateroom number, write that nice and clear. Put your address on there as well. And then on the top line, they're all numbered. The luggage tags are numbered. And we need you to write, if you have 3 pieces of luggage, put 1 of 3, 2 of 3, then 3 of 3. Helps us make sure we keep all of your luggage together. And it's going to be easy for you to go into the terminal, find the character section, and then find your luggage, and it's all there for you, okay? Now, some of you that are on the online check-in, if you're doing the online onboard check-in, you're going to receive your luggage in a different pouch, or receive your luggage tags in a different pouch. So make sure that you check this out, read all the information in there, place that luggage tag on your luggage, and then it'll go to the right place, all right? Also, for all of you that are using the character colored luggage tags, make sure you keep one tag with you in your pocket, because that final morning gets really busy, right? You're going to get into the terminal. We don't want you to forget which area is yours. So make sure you keep one of those colored character tags with you at all times. For all those guests that are doing the express walk-off, this means you are going to take your luggage with you. You want to get up in the morning and head right on off the ship. So what you want to do is make sure you pack your luggage, but keep everything in your room. Keep it all in your room, all right? If you leave something outside, our teams are going to take it into the terminal. So if you want to do express walk-off, you keep everything right inside your room. And in the morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning, make your way on down the Deck 3 midship, gather there, and once you hear the announcement saying that the ship is clear, you will then be able to walk right on off the ship, and that's going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning. So make sure you guys get that and make sure you're clear on that as well. Also, please understand that if you're doing the express walk-off option, there's no assistance with luggage from our onboard team or from the team in the terminal. So you're going to be doing a lot of that on your own. So just make sure you keep that in mind if you're going to do the express walk-off, all right? And when you're packing everything, make sure that you wrap your breakables and valuables, wrap them nice and neat. Sometimes I know guests like to wrap them in paper or things like that. I also know that many of you like to use our towels. We're going to ask you now to please not use our towels to wrap it. Yep, some of you do. I'll take a minute to let you go ahead and unwrap those now. Yep, that's fine. We'll wait. No problem. Yep, go ahead and get those unwrapped. Okay, good. Moving on. So make sure you wrap those things, wrap your breakables, valuables, keep those things wrapped very nicely so they don't break and things like that, all right? Also in your hand luggage, what you're going to keep with you, anything that you're going to need for the next 24 hours, keep that in your hand luggage. Any of your medical supplies, any of your toiletries, any of your travel documentations, make sure you keep that out with you, okay? Also, I know some of you are so efficient at your packing, you tend to forget to pack you forget to leave something out to wear. Yes. You have to make sure you leave clothing out for you to wear. If that's a sweatsuit that's one of your favorite little sweatsuits there, or something that you bought here on board, just make sure you leave something out for you to wear, okay? But that's all the information there on your luggage. I hope that's helpful for you. Again, make sure you check your welcome home letter. There's a luggage section on here. If I have forgotten to go over something, it's going to be right there for you on that welcome home letter. Now, one of the most critical pieces of information that's really, really vital for our whole organization is our guest comment card. And you're going to receive this guest comment card on that final day of the cruise. Your stateroom host will not actually knock on the door and hand it to you, or they might leave it on your pillow on your bed if you're not in the room. But this is one of those really important pieces of information for us. It's very vital to our organization. I know that when I go on vacation sometimes, I get the comment card, and I don't normally fill it out because I believe that people really don't care what I have to say. But I have to tell you, here at Disney Cruise Line, that is not the case. We listen to all of our guest feedback. If you've been sailing with us long enough, you know we listen to it because you've seen some things change here on board. So please take a moment to have a look through that guest comment card and fill it out for us, all right? There's one question on there I want to point out. It's my favorite question on our comment card. It asks, are there any crew members that made your stay particularly magical? This is the moment where you all get a chance to just sing the praises of all the crew that have made your stay enjoyable. Who are those crew members that have made your cruise magical? Write their names down, write their position down, write their country down. We want to make sure we know all of it. And write down what that magical moment was. We want to share that moment with them. As you know, our crew members are out here from 4, 6 to 8 months at a time. What a sacrifice to be away from their families, right? But now you are their new family here on board. Many of you have sailed with us many times, and you come back and look for those crew members. Hey, if there's someone that really went above and beyond, take that moment, write their name down, write down what that magical moment was so we can share that moment with them. We have a wonderful recognition program here on board where we reward our crew members for such actions as well. And hey, sometimes our crew members are elevated to new positions, so please take the time and fill that all-important comment card out. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for taking the time to fill out that all-important comment card. As I say, it will be delivered to you by hand from our stateroom host, or they might just leave it on your pillow if you're not there. But you all will get the opportunity to tell us how awesome the cruise was. If there's some things we need to work on, tell us that as well. But we really hope that you can tell us that you had an excellent overall cruise. All right, so before we wrap up here, let's do a quick summary of what that final morning on board is going to look like. First of all, we ask that all of our guests please vacate your staterooms by 8 o'clock in the morning. When you're leaving your stateroom, make sure you check all around the beds, underneath the beds, open up those drawers, and make sure that you have everything that you brought with you. You know what kind of journey you're going to have if you forget somebody's little blanket or a little plush toy. So make sure that you check all around the room and have all of your belongings with you, okay? You want to head down to breakfast at your assigned time, and the times are going to be located on your welcome home letter, and also your servers will give you that information on that final night of the cruise. Also on the final morning, for all of you that would like to take part of our express walk-off option here on board, gather all your luggage, leave it in your room on that final night, and then at 7 o'clock in the morning, head down to the deck 3 midship area of the lobby atrium. We'll start making those express walk-off announcements around 7 o'clock in the morning, and you and your family will be able to walk right on off the ship. Also, folks, if you have purchased alcohol here on board in the duty-free shops, or maybe you had alcohol collected from you at the gangway when you purchased alcohol in the port, make sure you stop by the deck 3 midship area on the starboard side of the ship between 7 a.m. and 9:15 on the final morning to pick up all of those items. When you debark the ship, you will then head into the terminal, and that is where you will collect your luggage. Remember, if you're using our character colored luggage tags, keep one of those tags in your pocket so you don't forget which character is yours, all right? There's going to be staff in the terminal that are going to direct you to your luggage, so make sure you look out for them as well. And then you'll either head to the shuttle bus or a taxi, or maybe you have a rental car out there, and that it will be your transportation on to your final destination, all right? And if you need any other questions about this talk, you can stay there, so sit right there in the room and wait for it to rerun. It's going to go over and over again. If you're just looking for something to help you go to sleep, you can let this baby run over and over again as well. It will put you right out like a light, I promise. And also make sure you read through your welcome home letter, go through all that. Again, it's got all the information you need here for you folks. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to our debarkation presentation. We hope that this has been helpful for you. And on behalf of everyone here on board, from the captain on down, we just want to say thank you again for choosing Disney Cruise Line as your family's vacation destination. We can't wait to have you come and sail with us again. And when you come back, guess what? We're going to do that vacation dance as well. So, hey, have a good time. Thank you so much for sailing with us, and we'll see you soon.